What's up, guys? Welcome back to Amazing RC. It's your boy Brian, and today I might be able to learn you a little something because I was looking through this month's RC Car Action magazine, and I read every word of this magazine every single month. I get this in like 3-year chunks. I subscribe to it. So this month I was in the pit tips, and now keep in mind, I don't know if you get this magazine or not. I may start, just let me know in the comments, I may start just going over some of the things that are in this magazine for all of you that don't get it. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I might make that a video every month. But I was in the pit tips, and the pit tips are not the things that you can provide RC Car Action magazine. Some things you can, like I'm in one of the RC Car Action magazines for the alpha body I did on the X-Max. And I painted it really cool, sent in an email to them, and they you know, put my little picture in there and a little blurb about it. It was really cool. So this isn't one of those. This is Pit Tips. This is actually sponsored by Dynamite, and this should be by the pros. Now, I noticed that under the wire hold down tip that they have, they're using Velcro. I've been doing this for a really long time. I'm going to go over today how I do it, only because I noticed that I'm going to call it a mistake, only because for the specific place that they use it. Now, they're using it right under a drive belt for a touring car, and that's a belt that's going to move quite a bit. Now, it's genius to use Velcro. I mean, I buy this by the bucket. Gorilla Tape and Velcro. Two-sided Gorilla Tapes. I mean, I have buckets of this stuff because I use it every day, all day long. I swear by it. Anyway, so I noticed that in their tie-downs, they left the backing on their Velcro. This is the part that comes off to where it will stick to something else. And they left this on there so that you don't have the sticky and the belt doesn't stick to it. The only issue is that's meant to come off. And I'm afraid that the way that they have it in the book, if you were to do it that way over time of pulling the Velcro and sticking the Velcro back down, because these are reusable. These were just laying around in my bucket, and I pulled them out just to show what they are, basically. Now, with that said, I'm going to show you a way to do it without leaving the backing on, because as you can see, I just put on the back some Gorilla duct tape. Now, I for you guys did try some inexpensive duct tape from I think Dollar General. This is like $1 a roll. So I did on a very long piece. I used this. What you don't want to use is masking tape. The reason for this is if you put this under enough tension, if you were to pull this enough, this duct tape isn't really going to rip. Even the inexpensive duct tape. But the masking tape is going to. So we're going to get rid of that. Don't use masking tape. Any type of duct tape, electrical tape I think would work. I haven't tried it, but I would assume that would work. What you're definitely going to want to do is get this backing off of it. The only other rule that I have is, and they use the exact same process that I use, and I actually went through a bunch of my different models. Now, on the Komodo, I actually have a gorgeous Velcro setup because there's a ton of lights in this truck. So, I've got, I don't know, probably a foot worth of Velcro and tie-downs, and it takes all of those wires that would be all over the place. I can't imagine what it would look like without this Velcro setup. And it really funnels them. And the great news about the Velcro, as opposed to getting all these zip ties down, is that I can pull the Velcro. If I add something to it, I can pull the Velcro up, add the wire to it. If I take something out, I pull the Velcro up, take the wire out, and replace the Velcro. We're good to go. It's removable. That's what makes it so perfect for customizing your wiring layout. You can just do it anytime you want. You can remove and add Velcro to it. It's just the perfect setup. So here's how it works. Here's how I do it. Shout out to RC Car Action magazine. I've never been able to say I do something better that I've seen in here. I usually learn out of this magazine. So here's how I do it. Basically, One of the things that they do that's pretty much the common denominator in all this is the hard, not bushy side of the Velcro. That's the part that goes in the vehicle. The reason for that, and I'm pretty sure it's why they did it, is because it's not quite as pliable as the bushy side. The bushy side's like almost like a fabric. So you're going to want to put this in the vehicle. Now with that said, basically all you're doing is pulling the backing to this Velcro and you're adding tape to it. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to yank the backing off. And this is why I replaced this with tape. Watch now, I'll never get it off, and that would make this entire video pointless. But you take the backing off, and now you take a piece of tape a little bit bigger than the backing that you got, throw it over the back, and you don't have to be super perfect, except for you don't want to waste anything. Try to knock any of the bubbles out, mush it together super good, and you're just cutting strips off this thing. You're going to start where the tape is, cut just a tiny strip off of it, and you can go as thick as you want to. To be honest with you, the thinner the strip, I usually go maybe 1/4 of an inch. It's just a really good, I don't know, it's just good it works. How about that? So we're going to go 1/4 of an inch in. We're going to cut these little strips here. You can go extremely thin. I've gone as thin as, you know, 1/8 of an inch. I've gone 3/16 of an inch. But you're just cutting strips. I use them all the time. I reuse them all the time. And when you're not using the backing, when you take that off and you have all of these backed with tape, you're not going to get it all gummed up and stuck to everything else in your RC car. That's just the way I do it. I caught it in RC Car Action Magazine. I figured I'd share it with you guys just in case you haven't seen it before and that's the way you were going to do it in your car. I figured this is just a bit better. But like anything else, that's my opinion. Guys, don't forget, it's been pouring rain outside for 2 days. This car is done. We're running this Driftomaniacs Speedrun Challenge. I can't wait to get this video put together. Also, the Komodo full review, 90% done, guys. I got a ton of stuff coming to you, but pouring rain outside, I figured I saw this. Let's all learn something together, and hopefully we did, guys. Let me know if maybe you want me to go over the RC Car Action Magazine every month in one video, you know, 5 to 7, 10-minute video, and basically show off what I learned in it. And we'll kind of go over some of the crazy things that I think might not be right. It'll be kind of fun. We'll discuss it together in the comments section. Guys, I'm super excited about this run. Richie, Driftomaniacs, I can't wait to get this video on. Until then, it's Brian, Amazing RC, and I'm going to get you guys another really cool video very soon.